5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff.
Hey, and we're back on another episode of Life with Jalen. I'm your host, Jalen, and this is my very awesome friend and baby bro, William Spriggs.
Or God's will.
Or God's will, TG Willie, whatever you want to call it, but that's William. I'm Jalen. We're going to get this thing started. I'm super excited, super pumped. It's going to go down. I'm kind of getting kind of crazy, and I'm getting kind of loud. I'm about to freestyle you for you. Just a 5-second one, just to get it quick. All right, William, take it, because I'm done.
I love Christmas trees.
Christmas trees.
I love Christmas dogs.
Christmas dogs.
I love Christmas pandas.
Christmas pandas.
Pandas.
Oh gosh. All right, welcome back everyone. Super excited. Let's get this started. We are going to do Christmas. We're not doing Christmas. We are doing Christmas. What we're doing is, last week I asked y'all to answer some questions about things that you liked about Christmas. Some funny things, serious things, traditional things, whatever it is. And I asked y'all to answer them. And this week's episode is going to be us reading those back to you guys. Super excited. It's going to be an awesome time.
So pumped.
I'm pumped. He's pumped. We're pumped. We can get this thing started. So you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cue the intro. All right. Thank you all for joining in this week, for watching. Like I said, I'm super excited to have William Spriggs with us. This is my homie.
That's me.
This guy. He's pretty cool sometimes. All days that end with Y.
I like that.
That's every day.
I like that.
But yeah, super excited. Today's going to be fun. So we're going to read off some stuff. 2 things real quick. 1, we apologize ahead of time. We are definitely going to butcher these usernames.
Yeah, we are.
Some of them, like, we don't know the thought process behind them, so it's like we're going to pronunciate it the way that our brain tells us to. Others, I only know your first name, never had to say your last name, so if it's your last name, it's just going to be rough. So I'm just giving y'all a heads up. It's going to happen.
It's not
I
intentional.
apologize. Like, people used to think my old one was J.A. Mock, and they would always be like, Jamock, what's Jamock? And I'm like, it's not Jamock. It's J.A., Jalen, Anthony, and then Mock. But they didn't know. So second thing is, I do apologize. We had a lot of responses, which is great. But unfortunately, unless you're trying to watch an hour and 30-minute long video, or a 2-hour-long video, or a 3-hour-long video, cough in game, then I can't read all of them. So I had to go through and filter out and just pick some randomly. So I do apologize. Not everyone's going to be on here, but I'm super excited. This is going to be really fun. So let's get started. So starting off with favorite Christmas memories, we have at Cameron Staten said, waking up in the snowy mountains of Colorado on Christmas Day in a cozy cabin.
Pretty solid.
That's dope. Like,
that's
I'm not gonna lie, that's like something from like a Hallmark movie. Like, that's how like everyone's Christmas
Super Hallmark.
You kind of want it to be. So all right, we have K.E. Whitmere said, watching the snowfall every Christmas with hot chocolate and PJs.
What happens if it doesn't snow?
I was literally asking the same thing. How does it snow? Where do you live? Because how is it every Christmas? That's pretty awesome. I think I've had like two white Christmases in my life. Maybe. So good for you. That's cool. But if it doesn't snow, it's gonna kind of stink. Yeah. Let's see. We have Zion Vasanti said, one year all our family came to visit us in Virginia. There was a lot of them, like people sleeping on floors with covers. A lot. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me read that right. There was a lot of them, like people sleeping on floors with covers a lot. There we go. Better. I had to get the monotone out, you know.
Had to get that out.
But it was so homey. I remember every day waking up and being reminded how much I love and need them. That's a solid answer.
That is so solid.
That's a solid
Zion.
answer. Yeah, that's a great answer.
That was phenomenal.
Oh man, you want to read this one? You know this guy.
Oh yeah. We got at Nathan Scott, 24. My first Christmas with Sam. Oh,
that's so cute. For
what
those
a
of you
kiss
for
up.
those of you that right, a little suck up. For those of you that don't know, that's a friend of ours. They recently got married. I guess it's been 2 years now, 3 years.
Yeah.
Time flies. I don't know. They got married, but obviously he wanted to win some money points. So come on, give it to him one more time. I know it was precious. Good.
It's not gonna work, buddy.
She's probably not even gonna watch this.
Exactly.
All right, favorite Christmas memories. We have Chicksandler at Chicksandler. That's CHXNDLR. Chicksandler. You know who you are. Says my sister and I getting a Wii in 2007 and jumping around everywhere. So excited. I can relate to that.
No, that's
I think
old.
everyone. We was. Let's talk about this for a second. We was the move. Like
The move.
if you didn't have a Wii, like did you even have a childhood?
Yeah.
Like I'm sorry. Well, at least for millennials and
No
Gen
friends.
Zers, obviously boomers and Gen X's didn't have a Wii.
Right.
Y'all had Atari and like
Sticks and rocks.
sticks.
That's about it.
Sticks and rocks and mud puddles and no, y'all had fun things to do, I'm sure. But like, yeah, no, we like that was bowling. That was the only time I could do good in bowling. Real life bowling, I can't stand because I'm inconsistent. Everything else I'm consistent in that. It's like one day I got a good game, next thing bad. I cannot stand it. No, you know what was the best though? Basketball.
Oh, bro.
The best. The basketball.
That dude was my arch enemy.
We Sports Resorts.
Yes.
Are you talking about like the
That little bald black man. That was my arch nemesis. Man.
Well, it's like Samuel Jackson and Obama combined. Yeah,
It's Samuel
You have to
Jackson,
go up
Obama,
against him.
and Shaq.
You know it's game over. But yes,
Listen,
it's literally Shaq's
literally.
twin.
I'm
That's
telling
exactly
you,
who it is.
I used to.
Yeah,
That
it was
my
going.
enemy.
It was going down.
He turned me into the basketball player that I am today. That I was.
I remember the one time I got so into it, I started jumping because I was like, and I jumped up and I had like a drop ceiling,
Yes,
and it
bro.
had
The popcorn ceiling. I
Bro,
did the same thing.
I jumped. I said, "Yo, my hair was all
Knuckles
sorts of cut
gone.
up. It was no good."
Done.
But it was a fun time, so I can relate to that. That was a solid one. All right, at Dill Pickle, Dill with ones instead of L's. Getting a dirt bike that I was begging my dad for the whole year when I was 5. That is commitment, bro. A whole
big
year.
was this dirt bike?
Yeah, how big was it?
I'm imagining a 5-year-old on a dirt bike.
Yeah.
That is not safe at all.
Like, wait, your dad gave
Yeah,
this to
what
you?
to call some people on your
we need
dad.
to talk. We need to talk to your
Yeah,
father
we're calling
because
some
this
people.
might not be the most responsible thing that I've ever heard of a father doing. No, that was literally my cousins. Like they had dirt bikes. I think they make baby dirt bikes,
mean-
like midget dirt bikes.
I mean, that's fair.
Dwarf
Dwarf dirt bikes. Dwarf bikes.
dwarf bike. It's called dwarf bike. All
That's
right.
fair.
Favorite Christmas memory. Oh, I read that one. Oh man.
Snap.
Favorite Christmas memory at AEP Guitar, playing the Christmas medley with you and Nate. Oh man, bro. All right, intermission. This is the last question for favorite Christmas memory, so we're gonna take a slight change moving into funniest Christmas stories. And before we do that, why don't you enjoy this very quick snippet of one of the most amazing times of my life?
I wasn't there.
He wasn't there. Well, you weren't there like at all?
Well, I didn't play.
Oh, you weren't like there with him.
I
We
wasn't
needed a
good
bass
enough.
player too, bro.
Yeah, I wasn't good enough
We
for
needed
that
a bass
time.
player. Anyway, cue video. It was dope, right? Okay, like I'm not the most talented piano player in the world, but that was like the moment where I was just like, this is it, guys. We've made it. Like
Full-time musicians.
Full-time musicians for the church. They're calling us
UPCI,
up like,
where
yeah,
are you
exactly. We're
at?
going big. Congress, like they were. It was it. No, not really. I remember feeling like because we put it together ourselves and like it was a fun time. I really enjoyed that. So I can confirm that, Andrew. That definitely is a solid Christmas memory.
It was awesome to watch too. Yeah. Very awesome to watch.
Well, I mean, the new musicians could at any time decide to.
It's not the same. It's just not the same.
Just saying,
Nathaniel, I'll call you.
Yeah,
We'll set
it's like
something up.
y'all can make it happen. Like we're just saying.
I was just saying, it was
we're
really.
old. The millennials have stepped out. Now we have Gen Zers as our praise team.
I'm just saying,
musicians.
I really enjoyed watching you guys play.
So it was a great time.
With no bass player.
Even though no bass player, and we still killed it. I was just rocking the lows.
Yeah. I mean, how good could it have been?
I mean, well,
the world will never know.
I mean, the world kind of knows who's on Facebook.
I wasn't there though. Put a bass player there, it would be.
This is true.
Congress would have called us.
You're right.
Yeah,
we missed out. It's not our fault you weren't playing.
Reunion.
Yet. Bring it back. Bring it back. Coming soon, perhaps. I don't know. I guess we'll find out, ladies and gentlemen. Do y'all want us to come back? You want it? All right, we'll come back.
I'll take it.
You guys. All right, moving on to funniest Christmas stories. We'll start off with this one. We have at Braxton P. This is Braxton, super cool dude. He says, we bought our dogs treats for Christmas, and we wrapped them, and the dogs found them. So they probably was like before Christmas, they put them in the tree, and they just come out, and it's gone.
We wrapped them.
Gone. Your dog's got the fat belly, and sitting on his belly. He's like,
So did they leave the wrapping paper, or did they eat the wrapping paper with the tree?
Probably ripped the. I used to have a dog. He died years ago, but we used to wrap his gifts. But yeah, so dogs I find dogs and cats are like completely different. I'm not gonna get off that rant. But anyway, my mom's dog is literally a cat in a dog's body. Like if you know how cats act, imagine a cat in a dog's body. That's my mom's dog. 100%. My dog was a dog in a dog's body. And so like for Christmas, we did the same thing. And I'll play. I'm like, look, open your gift. And he's like, going crazy, and it was a great time. But yeah, I didn't put the treats under the Christmas tree before Christmas morning. Yeah, I figured if you did, but it's all right, Braxton P. I'm sure it was still a great Christmas, man.
We all have those days.
All right,
let's see what we got here. We have Chester Nathaniel. If y'all don't know, he prefers Chester, not Nathaniel. That's his name.
Or both of them at the same time.
Yeah, or both of them at the same time.
Always Chester Nathaniel.
Don't do Nathaniel though. All right. One time I spun around on one foot and completely lost balance and ate it. ... 2 years ago. I was really hoping this was going to be like ... when I was like 4.
Yeah, I was
Sadly,
a kid. I was 14.
Yeah, man. I mean, we've all ate it before, so it's fine. We're silently judging you right now, but it's okay.
It's all right. We all have those moments. But I'm glad you embraced it, and you embraced it with us.
Yes, with us. And the whole world is going to watch it.
Man. Oh, my gosh. All right, I'm excited for this one. So this one is Becca White. At Becca White said, the funniest Christmas memory is, our funniest Christmas story is ongoing. My mom photoshops our family's exes out of the whole Christmas picture. I don't know why I find that so funny.
That's dangerous. I would really like you to submit the pictures of the photoshopped out.
Yes, please. You send these to me. I want to see what these look like. Like
that is so.
That's
solid.
Hilarious. Is she good at Photoshop, or is it just like awkward?
Like you know they're gone.
Well, Becca, I can say this. Hopefully, this won't have to happen anymore. If you know what I'm saying.
You find the one.
Cough, Jared Gully. Sorry, that's recorded in my podcast, guys. Remember that. I shouted y'all both out. Yeah. Anyway, that's hilarious. I don't think I've ever brought a girl to my family's Christmas stuff.
Yeah, that's a step.
That's a big move. If I'm doing that, it's probably going down. Guys.
The ring's already in my pocket.
Yeah, like it's like weighing me down.
The ring is in my pocket.
I've never brought a girl to like family Christmas.
Yeah,
thing. It's a big move.
There's no return.
Big move. Good for you. Good for you, Becca, for taking that move. Better for your mom for cutting it out. All right, next question.
We have eShorts_6. When I lost the foosball tournament and threw a pillow at the tree and it fell over.
So I was actually there for this. This is my baby cousin. Yes, we had a foosball tournament, family tournament, and he lost to yours truly.
Oh, gosh.
And it was great, but he didn't take the losing well, and he literally hit the tree in the basement and just tumbled down. So it was a great time, though. It was a great time.
That's a tough one.
Funniest Christmas story by Andrew M. Fischer. Singing grandma got run over by a John Deere because Gramps literally ran her over. That's not supposed to be funny, right?
I'm waiting for the ... Just kidding.
No, there's no just kidding. Well, obviously, if he's sharing this, I'm assuming grandma lived and that maybe like nothing really bad happened because that could be really tragic.
Can you imagine? There's not enough life alert in the world to help with that situation. You're done.
I've fallen. I shouldn't fall. My husband ran me over with a John Deere.
Done. Oh, my goodness.
No bueno. Well, that's a solid one.
That's painful.
All right. At Brooks Dayton said, our cabin caught on fire. Y'all have some really sad, funny Christmas stories. And our Christmas breakfast was at McDonald's. R.I.P.
Sausage egg
Okay,
McGriddle.
I will say this. The only thing good about McDonald's is their breakfast. I know there's probably a bunch of people that disagree with me. I'm not a huge McDonald's fan,
And their
but
Sprite.
I will. Yeah, if you're in a Sprite.
I mean, it hits
But
you in the back of the throat, man.
I will say the breakfast is good, but I don't think it's like Christmas morning good.
Definitely not.
So I'm sorry y'all had to experience that. I'm sure there's a story as to why the cabin caught on fire. Hopefully it wasn't y'all's fault. But
Forgot to
yeah,
unplug the
thank
curling
God you're
iron.
all still alive and nothing bad happens. Yeah, the curling
Right,
iron.
the
Brooke, it
curling
was you,
iron.
wasn't it? It
Got
was
it.
you. You left the curling iron on. We all know it was
Plead
you.
the fifth. Just go for it.
All right, last one for the funniest Christmas stories. Andrew Eugene 94, splitting my pants while cleaning up wrapping paper on the floor in the chapel. So I have to explain this one because I was there. So Andrew was in the point in his life where his pants were a little too tight, you know? And in his defense, you know, water weight, because he had kidney problems, and so he had water weight. His pants were too tight. But anyway, plus, you know, slim pants are a thing. But we're in the chapel cleaning up a bunch of wrapping paper from a gift exchange. And he squats down to pick up the wrapping paper. And when he does, he just squats and just right down the middle.
At that moment.
And there was a lady present. So he's like, Jalen, I'm crying laughing.
Oh, yeah.
She's crying laughing. But he didn't move because his back was towards us. He didn't know what it looked like. So
Oh, my goodness.
he's like, Jalen, I need you to come help. So I go around to see how he's doing. And I'm like, it's probably not that bad. I'm sure it's fine. And I lift up his shirt. I saw this man's boxers. It was straight through, and it was a good like 6-inch rip. Like that thing was.
That is a
was
clean tear.
I literally folded over, crying, laughing. It was so funny.
Oh, wow.
That is definitely a top funny Christmas story.
Those pants have been through it.
Oh man, yeah, they
Has
saw.
to be.
They saw.
Has to be.
I saw.
Right. You saw.
Yeah, that was a lot. All right, so moving on to favorite Christmas traditions. We have Aaliyah. I don't think I've ever said your last name. Is this your last name, or is this like a? This is Aaliyah. This is from CLC.
Yeah.
Maryland. Have I ever said your last? No, that's not your last name. What's your last name? Oh gosh, I told you I'm gonna butcher this.
Aaliyah Loviax.
Aaliyah Loviax. Is that's not your last name, is it? I don't know. Whatever. Aaliyah Loviax is at Aaliyah Loviax.
Please forgive us.
This is humiliating. I'm so sorry, Aaliyah. I love you. You're an amazing person. All right. Watching Polar Express every Christmas Eve night with family and friends. Polar Express is a solid movie.
Literally my childhood.
That is a solid movie right there.
My
That is a
childhood.
great story.
Oh, man. We have AEP guitar. Setting up decorations after Thanksgiving. So I think I can feel the sarcasm in this. Like, is it really like your favorite thing, or is it like we're setting it up?
Yeah, is this
after
like
Thanksgiving dinner?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic.
Is it like obligatory? Like, oh, you know, we're setting up after Thanksgiving. Okay, here's the big debate though. Are you? It's like pre-trip, post-trip. Are you pre-Thanksgiving or post-Thanksgiving for Christmas celebration and for Christmas decorating? I used to be like anti. Is it pre? I used to be anti. Yeah, I used to be anti pre-Thanksgiving because I used to think it was like just like a shallow thing. Like, oh, you're rushing through Thanksgiving just to get to Christmas. You're so greedy. It's not true. And I'm actually now. I am okay with pre-Thanksgiving because I'm kind of the point whenever I wanna celebrate, I'm just gonna celebrate. Are you a post-Thanksgiving guy?
I'm a post-Thanksgiving guy.
But here's why. So I used to hate it because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm just rushing Thanksgiving. But I realized it's because people love Christmas and the Christmas season so much.
Yeah.
They don't want to limit it to just 25 days. So they're like,
right,
let me expand it a little bit more and have a little more time with the holiday cheer and with the festivities and with the decorations. So like I get it on that context.
I couldn't take my family Thanksgiving pictures with a Christmas tree in the background. Now, one thing I will say, Brother Josh Carson, he posted this picture, and he did such a great job. They have a Christmas tree set up, but on the Christmas tree, it's Thanksgiving and like fall decorations. That's solid right there.
What they put on there? Turkey?
Like pumpkins and
Oh,
pine
okay,
cone.
okay,
I don't know, but
Pine
it was
cones,
that's Christmas. There were pumpkins on there. I
Yeah.
know that, but it
That's
was
cool.
solid, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I could go with that. But I can't imagine like eating my turkey. I'm looking at the Christmas tree. Like
Yeah.
just
I don't
confuse
think
me.
I've ever decorated before. Yeah, I've
I
never
haven't.
decorated before
Before
Christmas.
Christmas.
Nope. Bah humbugger. Call me the Grinch. No, never decorated before Thanksgiving. That's not true. Like right before, because I always go out of town for Thanksgiving.
Right, that's fair.
And so like I wanted to come home and it'd already
So
be
it'd already be
Christmas
set
Eve.
up. That's
So I
fair.
set up like I think it was like Tuesday. I decorated for Tuesday. I decorated for Christmas. That way when I came home it was ready. But I don't think I've ever decorated like way before. But like as far as like Christmas music or getting in the kind of the Christmas mood, I can respect it because it's like you want it to last a little longer.
Definitely
So.
fair. Definitely fair.
On the topic of pumpkins and Christmas trees, we have Olivia Hayworth saying her favorite Christmas tradition is carving pumpkins. I got it.
I'm just trying to process it all.
Yeah.
Carving pumpkin. Is it like Santa carvings? Or?
Yeah, like you have to do a Christmas themed carving of your pumpkin. But then she sent a second response, so I'm assuming the first one was sarcastic and says picking out a Christmas tree, which is a solid Christmas tradition. So
Okay, that's fair.
I can get with that.
That's fair. We have cherish.coots. Don't forget the dot, or you will
Not find the right user.
Wrong name.
Wrong Instagram.
We do cinnamon rolls with coffee in the morning, and then tamales on my mom's side.
That's kind of cool.
That's really solid.
That's actually really yeah.
I feel inspired.
That would be cool.
I would do it.
So we don't do cinnamon. Actually, we do cinnamon rolls and orange danishes.
The orange Danish.
Yeah, he had them first time. They're really good.
So good.
So that's one thing we do have as a tradition is every like Christmas morning. That's what we have for breakfast. And it's a solid win. But never had the tamales. Gonna have to try that. All right, Andrew M. Fischer said youth staff Christmas party is legendary. I feel like that's the case because everything Andrew M. Fisher does is pretty legendary and pretty epic. I'm not gonna lie. At Mike McGurk, what happened to the youth staff Christmas party for us, man?
It's a great question. At
it's all right.
M. McGurk.
Busy season. Yeah, you got an Instagram now. Yeah, at M. McGurk.
I think it's M. McGurk too.
M. McGurk. Yeah, because he's a second.
Yeah.
Or the juniors. Yeah, M. McGurk too. What happened to that, man? It's all right. Busy season, we understand. It's going to be so much bigger next year. To compensate for this year's not. Yeah.
Hint.
Real subtle.
Oh, okay. Here we go. We have the _red_headed_dreamer. So the red-headed dreamer would put an underscore in between
every word.
There you go. Ornament making on Christmas Eve. So you guys make the ornaments like that's solid.
Do you make like all your ornaments like the trees naked and you got to put an entire 100 ornaments on it, or is it just like one for the year?
And then do you paint it or do you full on like make it like the glass and everything like the whole thing?
They got the fire. There's
right.
Isn't it called blowing glass?
It's a glass blower.
Glass blower. Yeah.
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 If that's it, then
y'all are intense. That's pretty cool.
Y'all got it.
All right, another friend that I don't know if I've ever said your last name, Caitlin Lapierre. Caitlin LaPerry. Caitlin from Connecticut said, staying up super late to hear Sleigh Bells with all the little kids. So did you actually ever hear anything?
Are you telling me that Santa's real? Because if so...
I was a doubter. I didn't believe.
Wow.
No, so I remember
Impressive.
my cousin got the Polar Express bell.
Yeah.
And how if like you hear it, you believe.
You believe if you don't.
So they got my cousin this. This is when he was like 10. They got him one. And it has the bell in it, obviously, so he can hear it. But he came up to me, and he was like, Jalen, look, I got one. And I was like,
oh, that's mean.
I was like,
crushed his heart.
I don't hear anything. And he literally was like,
crushed
I was like,
his
sorry,
heart.
that's probably too real.
Crushed it. He probably never left the same. Talk about a wound right there. All right, we have Sarah Patch Kid 9. Waking up at 5:30 in the morning and torturing my parents until they woke up. So you're talking about like jumping on their bed and just.
Or are you talking about like
hardcore torturing them
and stretching their arms out?
Wake up! Open up presents.
No, so there's two kinds of people in the world. There's the wake up super early for Christmas morning because you're so excited.
Yeah.
And there's the others where it's just like, look, I'm tired and I'm sleeping in and I don't care how early.
I'm the latter.
The Christmas presents ain't leaving. So I'm staying in my bed. And my cousins definitely were the wake me up kind. I had to, whenever we were together for Christmas, it was always me and them in the same room at Evan. Specifically, actually, correction, at Nathan. Nathan woke me up a lot earlier. I lied to you not. I think the earliest was like, he was probably 4. He woke me up at like 3 a.m.
Oh no, the devil is a lie.
And this boy was serious.
The devil is a lie.
He was like, hey, Jalen. Drool's waking up. I'm like, what? And he's like, it's Christmas morning. And I'm like, it's 3 a.m., Nathan. Technically, it's not Christmas yet, but sure. I mean, it is, but it's not Christmas morning. It's Christmas dusk. It's Christmas
dusk.
Death time. It's like, this is not when you operate and you walk around. And so I had to turn on the TV so he would literally stay there. He didn't go back to sleep. I had to watch The Wiggles.
Oh, no.
For 3 hours.
Commitment. Oh, my goodness.
It was hard. I love that boy, Nathan. You know I love you, but that was hard. You tested my love for you. I tell you that. That was rough.
That was a real test.
All right. At M. Brown Ray said, traveling to a new place every year. This is awesome. So you're saying like every Christmas season, y'all travel somewhere new.
That's tough.
That's cool. Like, that's insane. You're going to have to message me about this and tell me more because that's really cool. If you're telling me every single Christmas season, y'all are in a new place. Like, that's awesome. Like, you're seeing the world.
The whole world.
One Christmas at a time.
The real question is, you've never repeated a place?
Yeah, that's the real
question. The question is, how old are you? Because that's really impressive.
Right, you're like, I'm
never
5.
repeat.
Okay,
so
well. 5, 7. You're like, you're 20, like 19, 21, 22. That's pretty cool.
We have Philemon _ Falwas. Is it Falwas?
How do you say your last name, Philemon?
Falwas.
Philemon Falwas, yeah.
Getting together with the family and watching old footage from years past. # nostalgia.
That's cool. I don't think
that's fair.
I don't really have many video recordings.
I have like
I do it with my cousins.
Video. Yeah, I have like one video recording, and it's literally.
Oh, you should have all your life story on a iPhone.
Well, I just have one recording, and I opened it, and it ended up being a video of my mom yelling at me, saying that she's getting ready to go beat me on Christmas morning because I wasn't being patient enough. So
that sounds bad.
I don't like rewatching that. That's the bad nostalgia. She literally is like, I'm about to take you upstairs right now. She's like, it will happen so fast.
I remember one Christmas. I don't remember what I did. It was Christmas Eve. I was in trouble. Shout out to Mom. I was like, I'm not getting anything but coal and dirt for Christmas because I was in trouble. And she even gave me the whole speech. You're probably not getting much tomorrow because she was right. I don't remember what I did, but I knew I was in trouble. Sure enough, I woke up the next morning and all my presents were still there. And she sat me and I was like, let's talk. And we talked. And I still had the presents because she's a goat mom. She's awesome. But she was still made sure I learned my lesson. I don't think I got to like play with anything though. I think I was in trouble after, but I still got the presents. But yeah.
You just to open them and look at them. You don't get to play.
Nostalgia. I shouldn't have put this Kit Kat. I shouldn't have put this candy cane in my mouth because I'm like ASMR.
ASMR. Candy cane crunch.
All right. Real quick. All right, there I gotta go away. Okay. All right. Favorite Christmas tradition at Natete B said we have an annual shopping family day every year, a few days before Christmas. We also get a new family ornament and see Christmas lights. That's pretty cool. Except I feel like I'd be too stressed out. Like family shopping for people on Christmas. Actually, that's not true. I'm shopping for people for Christmas literally the week before Christmas this year.
Yeah, I haven't
So yeah, never mind. I could totally be for this. That's a solid tradition. And then new family ornament. That's cool. And then Christmas lights. We've seen Christmas lights a couple times, but not enough to say it's like a tradition. That's cool.
The next one we have Sister DT. DEETEA. Is that DT?
Yeah.
DT?
DT.
Sister DT.
DT. I don't know. Yeah,
Sister
go for
DT. Opening one Christmas gift on Christmas Eve and then talking my grandma into letting us open more. Can I just talk that I literally did this like my whole entire childhood? I was like, guys, let's just open one. And then I opened one. I'm like, this was so good. Don't you want to see this joy on my face? Let's open another.
Let's do another one. And let's do one after that. And let's do another one after that.
Over and over
because
and over.
They're worth it.
Nonstop, yeah.
All right. This is oh gosh. John, I don't think I've ever said your last name, bro.
I left that one for you.
I'm so sorry, bro. I don't think I've ever had to say your last name. Sheilhard. That's it.
I think we'll go with that.
Solid. Dope bass player. Check him out. Love you, bro. It's one of the few times we're all at my grandparents' house and light the fireplace and talk. Solid tradition. Fireplaces and talking and being with family is always a win.
Always.
So, thank you guys for tuning in. We do have questions for us that we are going to read, but fun fact, surprise, we are going to actually do a second episode, which will launch later this week. Oh my gosh, where we're actually going to answer the questions for us, because this did take a little longer, and I know you've all got stuff to do and people to see and presents to open and people to hug and next to hug, whatever that means. So thank you guys for tuning in. Love and appreciate you all. Thank you for all the awesome questions. Like I said, tune in a couple of days and you will get the questions that you asked us to answer, and we will answer them, and it's going to be awesome.
Yeah,
love you guys.
Dope. Go start a P7.
Go start. You had to get the plug in there. We'll get him back in here one day to talk about P7 stuff for sure. But yeah, and as you all know by now, don't forget. You do it?
Do
you watch my YouTube?
I do, but
you watch it? Keep it real.
I'll do better. Keep it real.
Is that what I sound like to you? Keep it real. All right, guys. See y'all later.